Hi, good evening all. So it's been a long day since meeting all people. So just
Great.
waited for you people to get joined. Good evening. So if you have any doubts or clarifications, you can always just post it on the chat box so that I'll be questioning all your answers at the last. Or else if you wanted to have an interactive sessions, please do let me know in prior. If you have any doubts, you can just ask it also. And the last, you can note it all the things. Is I'm audible right now? Fadul, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes. So even in the last, you can also post your questions. If you wanted to have it as an interactive sessions, you can just post your questions then and there. So my chat box will be always on. Yes, right now, as being as an management students, management graduates, after 2 years of 1 year of down the line time, you are going to be sitting on the position where you are going to manage some things according to it. So why management performance management is being important to us for being as a management graduates is like actually performance management plays a crucial role in the success of any other organization. It is not only about as you all know that if when it comes to your management, it all depends upon your HR, operations, finance, um, then your systems, and then your marketing. So performance management is not only particularly for a particular session like HR or else like operations. I'm going to do it. If you're going ahead with the supply chain management, it is only for a logistics or else your operation team. When you are going for staffing and recruiting, it is only for HR management. But when it comes to your performance management, it integrates all your HR team and your operations and how the people works, and it all is about your team integrity. So firstly, your performance management helps in aligning the individual objectives according to your company's goal. Company might have a goal. You will be assigned a task. So whether are you going to accomplish your company's vision and mission is what you want. So through the structured approaches, I'll be explaining the structured approaches as well. So what all the structures are there in the organization and how you have to act according to you as being the performance managers, how you have to act. So performance management is nothing but it's all your cyclic process. It's not about going to end it right now. So we do call it as an PDCA, perform, do, act, check and act. So I'll explain PDCA in later slides. So right now we are going ahead with an MBO, which is also called as an management by objectives. So secondly, it also significantly improves the employees' productivity and the employer productivity. When employee is going to do your job correctly, you are going to get your salary, and as well as the company, which is your employer, is going to earn the profit out of it. When you have the good mindset, when you have the good mindset to work, you'll have a good productivity towards the work, so that automatically your employer also is going to have some profit, so that you are going to have an accreditation in the term of your um, extra salary hike or else your incentives, your appreciations, rewards. So this is what your performance management, so to acknowledge someone's work or else it based upon your performance. So another important aspect is that it enhances the communication between the employees and the employers. So continuous discussions about the performance creates and transparency, and it helps in building the trust within an organization, like getting the rewards, getting the continuous feedback. So this also helps in identifying the employees' strength and weaknesses. Whether if you are feeling down, if you're not keeping well, you'll have an counseling sessions, or else you'll be having an interaction session with your management that this is going to be wrong. This is making me somewhat down in my work. So this can be changed. So you will have all the right to talk with the management. This is all about your performance management. So in short, how your strategic goals of a particular company, how you are making their goals to make it accomplished, whereas you're also going to get good rewards or good acknowledgement out of your company. So this is why performance management is important. So in short, all the 10 to 12 slides, I have just compiled it. This is what we are going to discuss about for the next 1 hour of session. So as I said, performance management is a structured, continuous process used by an organization to align the individual performance with the strategic goals for the company's goals, which improves the employees' effectiveness and drive overall the organization structures. So it goes beyond I'm going to give you annual hike or your annual feedback. I'm going to take it. This was a traditional method which is being followed. But right now we are going to have the continuous assessments for employees to make their potential well enough. And as well as the employers is also going to get benefited out of it. So, what is the main objective for me to introduce performance management into my company, or else when they are going to implement PM into their company? What are the things which has been important is that to align employee goals with an organizational objectives, what they require and what you are going to accomplish. Maybe it's like a hold down line the project. It will be of 1 year of the time, but they are going to split each and every job role to each and every one. So the job is also getting accomplished at the same time. The work is also going to split up among your teammates or with you. So identify training and development needs. Again, coming back to your HR term, um, whether you require a training when you go ahead with the continuous assessments, employer is also coming to know that whether you need to practice or else to learn more about that particular topic, whether they'll also come to know you'll have a training instead of putting you down you don't know this, why can't you work out on this. So you will also feel somewhat down when you don't know something, you could not able to say it to them. You could employer could able to know it through your continuous assessment. So you can also learn, you will also have an opportunity to learn. Right now, whether people, it depends upon their different opinion. Whereas when it comes to like TCS, Tata Consulting Service, Mr. Narayana Murthy sir, the chairperson, who has said that 72 hours per week, the people has to work to increase our productivity. But still, you could able to learn many of the things through your TCS company. Like you could able to use your AWS, Amazon Web Services. You could able to learn your online courses in free for Coursera, EDX. People have, in spite of saying this as a backend, like down the line, you could able to use their services as well for your convenience. So key components is always about planning, monitoring, developing, and evaluating and rewarding. As said, what I'm right now as a team leader, you are going to plan what are the things has to be split up, what are the works has to be split up to my colleagues, and you are going to monitor on that, and you are developing when they are going something wrong, or else when they wanted to learn something about that newly, you are going to develop that, and as well as you are evaluating depending upon their KPI. KPI is nothing but your key performance metrics. So each one will have an rubrics depends upon their communication, their assessment skill, and their coding or soft skills. That is your evaluation metrics, and then you will be rewarded according to that. If your performance is too low, again it comes on to the same process. Whether the people will be discussing with you that what you wanted to know, or else what do you know, what well versed you are at. So they are going to put you on that particular place so that you are going to work more and to yield the more productivity for the company. So right now we are into that performance management is done. How productively you could able to make your performance management, like quality performance management. So there's a particular term called as QPM. So it focuses on the continuous improvement process optimization, and defect prevention. What are, uh, when it comes to a service industry, you could able to do it with the feedback. or else you could able to do your continuous assessment. When it comes to your product industry, when the product is going to go out of your company, the person says that the consumer or the customer as me says that this product is defective, this packaging is not much worthy, or else this taste, particular taste of the product is not good. So this is taken as a feedback, and again it goes on to the higher management, and planning, execution, evaluation is again is being done. So we always in QPM we always says that doing the right work in the right way every time with the continuous improvement. We when it comes to your performance management, always a continuous improvement makes a biggest role. So dimensions, just using the technical term dimensions over here. Dimension is nothing but your what are the sources like we have five things: strategic dimension, process, HR, measurement, and customer. So these five things are being important, whereas each and every performance managers need to know about it. When it comes to your strategic dimensions, it aligns automatically with you, with your work assigned, with your organization goals, and it focuses on the long-term competitiveness and sustainability. So it talks about your company's vision and mission. It might have your 20 years. You will not be working on the company for the next 20 years. Might be in the 2 years or 5 years, you are going to swap your company. But still, as an employer, as the company management, they want your support to enhance their company's vision. When it comes to your process dimension, that's what I have explained, which is your PDCA, plan, do, check, and act, which is same like nothing but your planning, monitoring, developing, evaluating, reward. We do say it in the term of PDCA, plan, do, check, and act. When it comes to your human resource dimensions, so your skill development, training, your talent acquisition and development comes here into this scenario. So measurement dimensions. So use of your KPI, key performance indicators, benchmarks, what is your quality, what is the skill you possess. So with that only, I'm going to put you on the particular project until or unless I'm not aware about what you are well versed on it. Might be you are good at sales. I'm going to put you on the back end to to write a code. I'm not going to get benefited out of it, else you are not going to get benefit out of it. So I'm going to take your core competency as okay, the particular person, he or she is aware about the programming skills, so that I'm going to put him on the programming, so that the company is also going to get benefited. You are also going to learn something newly. This is what measurement dimensions. So KPI or benchmarks and quality metrics are included in this measurement dimensions. So customer dimension, it always focuses on the customer satisfaction and the feedback when it comes to your product or services. When you go for a salon, it's your service based industry. When you are going to get some product like KFC, McDonald's, it is your product based companies. So whatsoever the industry is, whether after because they ask you to rate the feedback, to post it on a Google reviews, that might be anything. So this all these reviews, maybe they'll be compelling you to put your feedback, or else they'll be asking you to put the feedback. Give me a 5-star rating. Give me this rating. But many of the people right now, they are not open hearted. They are not posting their feedback because we are forced to do that to make a feedback, or else a reviews on the Google, or else with a normal notebook. So customer dimensions, it always focuses on a quality defined by the customer's expectations. What quality I need, whether did I get it in the final result. So this is what customer dimensions. And facilitating organization for performance. So even though when I say that performance management is more important for the company, whether the particular company possesses that particular kind of environment to make you people to learn, to make you people to understand what you require and what you need, until or unless they are not going to get succeeded out of it. So key factors, one thing, leadership support is more important for me. So it is same like mentioned earlier, it is a vision driven leadership. So your manager says it to your team leaders will act accordingly with you to make their vision accomplished. Organization cultures, maybe it can be like culture of trust, to retain the particular employee down the company. So what all I need to retain, I need to give him the good salary. I need to give him rewards, or else I need to acknowledge him. So these are the organization culture. When it comes to your technology and systems, you see the performance tracking tools and analytics and automation to reduce errors. Now, right now we have our AI, Gen AI got into the scenario so that whenever right now many of the IT companies says that whenever their mouse pointer is not moving, it means that they are not working. Or else whenever they'll be having a webcam on the front of your system, so the time how much you blink your eyes, it automatically considers that you are active onto the particular work. Whenever your eyes shuts down, that means that you are going to sleep, or else you're feeling sleepy. So it automatically alerts your team leader so that you are going to he will alert you to have a walk or else to have a coffee to snack. He's making sure that you are making your good work. So training and development, as I said earlier, talent and acquisition team is always there to get help on anything else whichever you require. And communication, transparent and open communication channels, which on the basis of regular feedback systems are also included in this. So workplace and its improvements through 5S. 5S is nothing but it's a system which is being set by Toyota Motors. So in Japanese term, it is called as an Seiri, Seiton, Seizo, Seiketsu, Seishitsu. So when they translate it to our English term, it is called as sort, set in order, shine, standard, sustain. So these five things always has to be improved to them. Because Toyota Motors, what they'll do is that they'll be working on a car. Once the shift completes 8 hour or 10-hour shift completes, people do put their things then and there, maybe their screwdrivers, their tools, uh, their equipments, whatever they are using, they'll just put it over here then and there and they'll finish off the shift because everyone does that. Because what they think is that, what employees think is that my 8 hours is done, I'm going to leave. Who more comes next? Let them going to take care of this. My shift is done, I'm least bothered about it. So that's what their mindsets are. So this Toyota company has introduced this 5S system so that they have sort. So whatever it is, whether these kind of nuts has to be placed in a particular rack. So whether it is 8 mm nut, when it is a 12 mm nut, so it has to be placed on a particular 12 mm nut slot only, not to put it on somewhere else so that it is getting missed. So even though while doing this, when you are going to do this practice this 5S system, even though the people who is coming on to the next shift also, they'll also be easier to work and it will also be useful for you as well. What you will do is that you will blame the prior shift. They have done it. Why have to make a change? Why have to do it this? What your next shift will do, they'll blame you. So this will keep on continuing this, and no one is going to get done out of it. So sort is remove unnecessary things, set in order. You are going to place your things over on the appropriate places. Shine, keep your workplace regularly because they do always have this engine oil. They'll handle the engine oils and then tools are kept over here and there. So always it is mandatory to keep your workplace regularly. Standardize, maintain the consistencies. So same thing, sort, set in order, shine. Whether you are going to finish it one car, I'm not going to be like I have my 8 hours of shift. I have my 10 cars I'm going to arrange. So after finishing my 10 cars, I'm going to do that. No, that's not going to work. So once after finishing your one car, I'm going to keep my things in order so that I'm going to use it properly for the next place. So sustain, the same thing has to be maintained and sustained. So what are the management techniques, modern management techniques right now are they using is that TQM, lean management, Six Sigma, agile management. So TQM, your total quality management, on the top of total quality management, you'll be having this lean manufacturing and Six Sigma. So Six Sigma is nothing but out of 1 lakh product, you'll be having only the 96 product defect out of it. That's what your Six Sigma will be explaining. So defect reduction, this is also introduced by a Japanese company. So why modern management techniques are being used is to have the continuous feedback and appraisal, to have your goal setting things and performance analytics and your KPIs are being important, and your training and development initiatives, how you are going to take it from your end. When it comes to your team building, so team building is like to talk with your colleagues to get to know what work they are doing, and coherently you are going to make your work easier, and as well as you are going to work your employee, work your colleague as well. So if he or she doesn't know something, help them out. It is not being only you are earning, you are learning, you are working for your company, you are going to get your salary back. So help your teammates so that they'll help you on the next day or might be on the future if they doesn't know, if you are not aware something else. So team culture, so trust and the mutual respect is always trust. This trust in the sense it is you need not to go back psychologically that I need to trust them. Whatever I wish they'll be doing for me, it's not about that. It's trust building. When it comes to your management is different. Trust building on psychological is different. Trust on psychological is something attached. We are getting attached or dependent on someone is called as trust in psychology. When it comes to your management, trust is like on the work you are going to trust them, have a hope on them that okay, I'm going to teach them or learn them this. So in back, I'll be getting somewhat in back. So that's what the mutual respect also says. So open communications, whether you are feeling somewhat, you dislike something. See, this trust, mutual respect, shared responsibilities, communication, collaboration, it's all only for your management, not personal things. That trust, mutual respect, communication, responsibility, collaboration should not be onto your personal things. Else you are going to be put back yourself. These all the things has to be only for the job sake and for your to develop yourself in the basis of your skills. That's only that those terms are being meant to. So effectiveness of team building, improved coordination. When I'm making the team building, I'm going to have the good coordination among with my fellow mates. So I'm going to get them better results that leads to me for an better decision making. So employee and employers are going to get satisfied out of your work. Where you are going to get satisfied that I have done this, and employers also will get their company goals accomplished. So this is what I have said. This is the organization structure. So right now we have the four structures over here: functional, divisional, matrix, and flat structure. 1 second, just give me a minute. It's right now I have the four structures right now: functional, divisional, matrix, and flat. 1 second. So functional is like I have the particular team heads along with me, whether they are working on the sales or else in the marketing or else in the engineering department. I have the particular things. Like whenever you are working in the aviation field, you might be aware if someone had worked in the aviation field. So whenever they comes for the commercial, they have the ramp, they have the engineering team, and as well as the makeup area, pack up area. So for their duty manager, they'll be having the different duty managers. They'll be having the different MODs managers on duty. They'll be having a different supervisors. So it all depends upon that particular team. They he or she whomever is in their team are not going to collaborate with someone else. So these as a team, they are going to make the work done, but still they'll be having the particular duty managers or MODs along with them. When it comes to your divisional is also called as your cluster management. How would you take it for a regional cluster, whatsoever you call? So right now I'm residing in Tamil Nadu. So in Tamil Nadu, how the sales would be, or else in particular region, if you're going to take for Chennai, or else like Trichy, if you're going to take for Chennai, I'm going to have a particular sales head, marketing and sales head. HR will be there for my branch, and then talent and acquisition team will be there. So for this particular area, I'm going to have a particular, the whole team will be organized along with me. If I'm going to take with Hyderabad, the whole team will be there according to that. So this is divisional is nothing but your regional things. How your regional branches is getting worked is called as a divisional. So when it comes to your matrix, so for the matrix, you'll be generally having your two managers, two bosses for the greater flexibility and for your resource sharing and your cross-functional collaboration. So maybe the sales manager one can work along with the second team, and he can also swap with the team. So this is what your functional matrix is about. When it comes to your flat, all the employees will be on the same level. There is no like boss. There will be only a single boss or CEO, or else your owner, whomsoever. He'll be on the only one management. Down the line, everyone will be on the same line. So if you are going to take like uh, when it comes to your educational institutions, there might be of different cadres. Your your professor grade one, grade two, associate professor grade one, grade two, associate professor grade one, grade two, and assistant professor grade one, grade two, assistant professor in junior, assistant professor senior. So no one is going to work below to anyone. So on the top, there will be only one boss, which is our dean. So we'll be working for only for the dean. So there is no nothing like professor will be assistant professor will be working under the professor. There is nothing. So all will be on the same cadre. Even though they have the different designations, they'll be having the same cadre, which is called as an employee. They are a staff or faculty who is working for a dean or for the management. So your performance based appraisal systems. So reward-based appraisal, team-based appraisal, competency-based appraisal, and leadership-based appraisal. So as said earlier, with your feedback or else with your reviews, they are going to change appropriately. And then whatever the work you are going to do, you are going to get some bonuses, incentives, promotions, acknowledgements, certificates, or else any other offers you will be getting onto it. So this just for like for the theoretical purpose, these all the things are there like reward based and team based competency leadership. But in common, so they'll be giving an appreciation in the team meeting. That's also a reward for you. So that gives you a motivation for you to work more along with them. So basically, bonus incentives, promotions, and your which might on be on your skills developing. They'll be giving you a free like in the case of Coursera, if you're going to take your Coursera or EDX, it will cost you around $200 to get a course or certification. But when you are good enough to if you're going to go ahead with your manager and state that I need to learn this course on EDX, I have the good performance right here. They'll be have you will be having a more chance to get the courses for free of cost. So industrial restructuring. So industrial restructuring when I'm going to when my company is going to be on the loss or else my productivity is not much good or else from you I'm going to take maybe the CEO will be there. CEO will be retiring and their son will be getting onto the scenario. He'll be becoming the CEO. So that time he might wish to restructure the organization. Maybe like from the matrix, you change it to functional, or from the maybe make it to a flat structure. So restructuring all your structure, operations, whomsoever HR. I know I don't want HR. I need HR only for the particular session. I don't want HR on the all the regions. Like I have my 12 or 15 regions over there. I am having the HR on the all the branches. I'm going to spend extra money on the HR on giving their salaries. No, I don't want that. I'm going to have a centralized HR over there at the particular headquarters. So it's all comes under your restructuring. Maybe your mergers and acquisition, M&A, when both of your company is getting mergers, mer- you need to know the difference between merger and acquisition. Merger is nothing but two companies will come and join together to make a new product. Maybe Hero Honda. Hero is a different company. Honda is a different company. Uh, your Kia and your Hyundai, they both are the same sister concern companies, whereas they unite together to make a new product. Might be Bharat Benz. Bharat is a different company and Benz is a different company. Whereas Bharat, they make an chase for the lorries, trucks, whereas Benz gives their engine to them. Only the engine and their structures they'll be giving. The rest, all the things will be from the Bharat end. So merger acquisition is that the whole thing I'm going to like how Air India has acquired Vistara. Right now it is on the name of Air India, but still Vistara is running that. Right now, still now it is not on the name of Air India. So I'm going to accuse that company. I'm not going to merge the both of the company. I'm going to accuse. I have taken that company whole management. I have taken on the control of Vistara. So downsizing or right sizing, whether I need to decrease, said right now I have 12 to 15 HRs on all the regions. I just wanted to make it as a centralized HR. So I'm going to downsize that into 12 into 2 or else like 1. So re-engineering, I'm going to change my company structure. I'm going to give more lighting so that they'll give productive. So whenever psychologically it says that whenever you have the darker scenario over there inside your thing, you will feel sleepy or else your mood will be out. So you haven't. That's the reason whenever you go to your shopping malls or anywhere, you go to your IT sectors, everything will be bright. There will be no windows out there, so you cannot able to know what's the time out there. So you'll be keep on shopping or else you'll be keep on working. So privatization and disinvestment, like most of the airports in India will be on a privatized based. So as government could not able to take care of those things, they'll be giving on to the private based. So they'll be working on that to increase their profit, and early the percentage certain amount will be going to the government as well. So reward system, again getting back to the financial rewards, non-financial rewards. Non-financial rewards includes your recognition, your appreciations. Instinct rewards is your job satisfaction and your achievement, whether you are upskilling your skills, whatever you have. And performance counseling. Right now, I got an like I have 15 15 employees with my team. Three of my employees states that my boss is not good. He's treating me arrogantly. He's having some partiality. So I'm going to work on to that. I'm going to talk with all the three persons, like what has gone wrong, where it has gone wrong, what should have been improved over there. All the IT employees, all the IT sectors right now has the counseling sessions, whereas they are always open to listen to the employees what has gone wrong. Maybe I might feel that they are my boss's favorites to some people, or else they might be good enough. So I need to know about like they'll be having an open forum to talk without knowing whomsoever has complained. So performance evaluation matrix, performance evaluation monitoring. So performance evaluation, again, once the feedback is being taken, it is being evaluated or as a not in the case of feedback, with your KPI or else your benchmarks, they are going to evaluate your performance under some matrices or KPI. So monitoring is like to your team leader or your manager to have the keep on to have a particular continuous sessions, like whether are you going to do it well. If you're lagging on something, I'm going to give you some talent or else your skill upskilling. So after that, even after that, if you're not going to work, you are not worth of this job. If not in the case, if you're going to have a good track on that, you can be on that company. So right now, performance management in MNCs, how they are going is that global standardization, local adaptation. Right now, many of the companies have been working for the West. They have been working for US or UK based companies. So obviously, global standardization for them, they are working for their morning 9 to 5 job. But for us, when it comes to us, we are working for like it becomes like a night shift. We'll be going by 7 o'clock and we'll be coming back by 5 o'clock. So global standardization for them, it is 9 to 5 job. All their stock markets, NSEs will be opening on 9 to 5. But for us, local adaptation, we have to adapt for it. And as well as the same cross cultural management, when they'll be having a winter vacation for Christmas, they'll be having 10 days, 10 to 15 days of leave, whereas it is not required for us. We will not be having a leave to celebrate our festivals. So still now we are been working for us. We are just adapting for as being as a cross culture. And wherever you go, continuous feedback system is always important. Whether you are going to have it in a mindset that PDCA, perform, do, check, and act. So you are doing it job whether you are writing right now. Once after this class is also done, you have gained the knowledge. Again, read back. Once read this materials whatever you have right now. Go back tomorrow. Again, refresh it. Again, you are going to have a self assessment that do I know this or this. If you're not aware about, come back to the first stage. Again, do the same process. Study the particular things, whatever you're not aware, and then go back to the same thing. So until or unless you are going to get succeeded out of it, do it repeatedly. So with this concluding the sessions, any doubt or clarifications on anything else? If you're not feeling comfortable or if your background is noisy, you can also come back to your chat box. Thank you, Fadul. You can also come back to your chat box if you have any doubts or anything has to be explained in depth, because out of this 1 hour of section, I could able to cover only this much of part. If you wanted me to explain on particular topic, I'll explain you right now with an example or else with the case study I'll explain. Yes, Asha, it will be shared to your people and they'll be giving you this.
Department is not doing any reward for us, where is the next point of contact to as a employee, where we need to contact and how the performance management align with the organization?
Good. See, like everyone are not being recognized each and every time, right? Even when I was been working, so I might not get a proper accreditation or else acknowledgement on the particular thing, but don't do get down. So you have a duty manager, you can directly post it to your managers or else you are directly to your HR that I'm the one who is supposed to get this, but unfortunately he or she has got. Because obviously all the companies will have their favoritism. Everything will be there on the all the company. You cannot able to say that no, this company is good. They don't have that favoritism. Favoritism towards their language, favoritism towards their people, particular region people, their native speakers. So everything will be favoritism will be there, but still how we are going to cope up on to that is a matter. So I'm not going to say that all the work, whatever you are going to do is waste of time. Do your work, automatically you'll get your reward. There is nothing more than that, but still you could able to have an counseling session like open. It will be directly connected with the HR. You can just talk with them that this is the work. Suppose I have done. I am supposed to get the reward or acknowledgement, but unfortunately, they have got it. Like your word of conversation shouldn't be like they have got it, I haven't got. It should be like uh they have got, that's fine for me, but still I was supposed to be acknowledged over at the place. Your words matters all the places.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That's what I that's what I would have explained on this way. Performance counseling. Identify the performance issues, discuss openly with the employees, diagnose the root cause, develop improvement plan. This is what been explained on this way. Is anything else?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.